Now let us try to understand refraction through spherical lenses. So refraction through spherical lenses. Let us now first try to understand about what basically is a lens. So let us see lens, a transparent material bounded by two surfaces of which one or both surfaces are spherical forms a lens. Now let's try to see here, if say we have a transparent material. Now see here, if I say that both the surfaces are spherical, if I say both are spherical and bulges outwards, so it would be this kind of figure. So here both are spherical and it is bulging outward. You can see here it is thicker at center compared to edges. So when you find that both are spherical and they are bulging outwards, this is basically known as double convex lens, or simply say convex lens. So here we are talking about a lens which is known as a convex lens. So here we have a convex lens. Now see, you can have another type of lens also. Like see, what does the definition says? A transparent material bounded by two surfaces of which one or both surfaces are spherical. Here you find both the surfaces are spherical. यहाँ पे दोनों spherical है. You can have a surface like this also. One is spherical and another is plane. एक ऐसा भी हो सकता है. So this will be known as plano-convex lens. You can have it like this also. This side can be plane and it can be bulging at the other side. So this is basically your plano-convex lens. So this is also your lens double convex. So when you find that both are spherical, we give the word convex lens, double convex lens. So here we are going to study about the convex lenses only. Now here you will find that if a ray passes through the convex lens. So if I show you the rays. So in this case you will find that if you have a ray, say you have a convex lens, this is now we will say convex lens, right? And now we are just saying, like, suppose you have the rays falling on it like this. So here you will find that these converges at some point. This is basically converging here. So you will find that this convex lens is also known as, since it converges the rays, therefore convex lens is also known as converging lens. These ray diagrams we will see. Okay, this is just for you to know ki this is something what is happening. So now when you talk, when both are sphericals, it is thicker at the center. So when you say that, so if they ask you define a convex lens, then you can define convex lens, a two spherical surface bulging outward is basically known as convex lens. Now let's try to see another type of lens. Now we can always see the different type, like, okay, it may not be bulging outwards, it may be basically curved inwards. So here we will be talking about concave lens. So when you talk about concave lens, then in this case you will find both are spherical and curved inwards. So now it is not bulging outwards, it is curved inwards. Let's see how we can have a figure. So here you will find that this concave lens will be represented as it is curved inwards, it is not bulging out. So this kind of lens which you have, you can see here, this kind of lens is your double concave lens, or simply you say concave lens. And you can see here that since it is bulging inwards, it is not bulging outward. देखो अंदर की तरफ उसका bulge है, and therefore you will find that in this case you will find that it is thicker at the edges as compared to center. So these points will really help you to understand that, okay, what is the, if they ask you to differentiate between concave lens and convex lens and all these things, right? Now another thing what you can have is, not necessarily both are going to be curved. One can be curved and one can be plain. So here I can show this thing. So this is curved and the other one I say this is plain. Or I can show it like this. This can be plain and this can be curved like this. See, whatever may be the case, still you will find that it is thicker at the edges and thin at the center. So these are basically your plano concave lens. Now in this case you will find, if you find that the rays are coming here, let us suppose if parallel rays fall on this lens, okay, the concave lens. So if you find that the parallel rays fall on the concave lens like this, then they diverge the rays. The rays will go like this and it will appear as if it is diverging from one point. So this point basically is the focus, and therefore since it diverges the rays, therefore concave lens is also known as diverging lens. Now one more case of lens which you can consider, okay, it's not given in the textbook but you can also see this. Now see here, if I say one part is bulged out, let us suppose this part is bulged out, है ना, ये वाला part lens का bulged out है, but the outer part instead of bulging out ये इस तरीके से है, it is bulged inwards. You can say जैसे एक है ना moon की तरह, है ना. Still you will find that it is thicker at the center and thin at the edge. So this kind of lens is known as concavo-convex lens, because one side is basically your shape of a concave. Similarly here what you can have, here you can say that this is bulged, this is inwards, curved inwards, and the outer part instead of being like this, okay, instead of being like this, what you have is it is bulged outwards. So here you will find that it is going to be bulged outwards. So here also you will find that it is thicker at the ends as compared to at the center. So here we can show this part again, okay, that thicker part. So here you can have a figure something like this. Let's see here. So this is thinner at the center and this lens is nothing but it is convexo-concave lens. So this is bulged inwards, this is bulged outwards. So one part is convex and another part is concave. So this part which is shown in the purple, it is not there in your textbook, but I hope you can always understand this. So now we understand that what is a lens? A lens is a transparent material. Transparent material मतलब वो कुछ glass का बना होगा, कांच का बना होगा, right? And it is bounded by two surfaces of which one or both can be spherical. Okay, one has got to be spherical. दोनों ही plane नहीं हो सकते. अगर दोनों ही plane हो गए, वो तो आपका क्या बन जाएगा? It was slab बन जाएगा, है ना? So basically what we want is one has to be a spherical. So now let's see certain terminologies related to the lenses. Now we know that a lens has got two spherical surfaces and each of these surfaces forms a part of a sphere. Like see here. So if I talk about this lens, let us suppose if I say this lens. Okay, now we are going to consider convex lenses. Okay, so this is a convex lens. Now see here, in this lens you will find that it is having two spherical surfaces. So this surface will be a part of a sphere, right? And similarly this surface, another surface, is also going to be a part of a sphere. So this is also going to be a part of a sphere. So here you will find that I will have two spheres. So here you will find that there will be two center of curvature C1 and C2. So here you can say a lens has two spherical surfaces. Each of these surfaces forms a part of sphere and therefore centers of these sphere and therefore centers of these spheres is known as center of curvature. That is C1 and C2. Now see here, if you have a concave lens, let us suppose you talk about a concave lens. इसमें एक होंगे या दो होंगे center of curvatures. Let's try to see this, right? So here basically this is a concave lens. So now one part of the sphere is going to be this. इसका एक part होगा. This will be C1. Another part I can show it like this. So another part, if this is the other part, another part of it is going to be like this. This is going to be C2. And you will find that this C2, C1, right? This C2 and C1, if you join this line C1 and C2, if you join this line C1 and C2. So if you join this line C1 and C2, then this line joining the centers of curvature is known as principal axis. So here first we have defined what is basically the center of curvature. Now see a line passing through two centers of curvature of lens is called principal axis. Now see, if you compare it with a mirror में हमारे पास एक ही spherical surface था, right? If you see mirror कैसे बना था? Mirror was basically something like this. See, this was basically mirror ना, concave mirror, and this was basically your convex mirror. तो इनमें क्या था? इनमें एक ही spherical surface था, right? But here you will find that it is going to be two. और इसमें हमने principal axis क्या बोला था? The center of this and the focus. उसको हमने join किया था, उसे हमने principal axis कहा था. Here what basically we are saying principal axis, it will be passing through C1, C2. Okay, so we will see other terms also related to it. Now see, when you say, if you can see the lens, okay, then this center part of the lens, you can see this center part of the lens, this center part of the lens here, this center part of the lens. Now this center part of the lens is denoted by letter O, and this O is known as optical center. So central point of a lens is called optical center. And this is denoted by letter O. So here you will find optical center. So you will find that a line passing through C1, O is a principal axis, C1, O, C2, it's a principal axis. So this point is clear to you. Now see, this is now optical center has, like, if you find that when a ray passes through the optical center, let us suppose here we have a ray which is passing through the optical center. So here, if this is the lens and I have a ray passing through optical center, so you will find that a ray which will pass through the optical center will not get refracted, okay, it will go straight. So that is basically the importance of your optical center. It says that a ray of light passing through optical center of a lens. So a ray of light passing through optical center of a ray of a lens goes undeviated, means it will not deviate. And see, when we have this condition कि अगर optical center में से lens undeviated pass हो रही है, here we are assuming this is only true for thin lenses. Okay, this is only true for thin lenses. So these you will not be writing, okay, but it has to be a thin lens. And what is a thin lens? We'll just see it, right? So I hope this part is clear to you. अगर आपका lens बहुत thick होगा, then you will find that probably it will not go undeviated. But this is only possible through thin lens. Now see, why do we say it is like optical center में से why it goes undeviated? Now see, this explanation you can just understand it if you can. Now see, if you have a thin lens, let us suppose you have a thin lens, right? Then you will find that if you divide this lens, this is a triangle, then this becomes a slab, and here you can divide it, and at the center you will get literally a slab only, okay? Then you will have a trapezium kind of thing here, and then here you have a triangle. You can divide it like this. Now if your lens is thin, अब ये देखो हमने पहले पढ़ा था ना, a ray passing through the glass slab will only get laterally displaced. मतलब वो अगर glass slab में से एक ray of light जाती है, अगर यहाँ से गई है तो हमें ये लगेगा यहाँ से नहीं जाके ये थोड़ी सी डिस्प्लेस हो गई है, मतलब है ना. तो अगर ये थिकनेस बहुत कम होगी, इफ दिस थिकनेस इज सो स्मॉल दैट इट विल अपीयर दैट वो सीधे ही जा रही है, दिस डिस्प्लेसमेंट विल बी सो लेस दैट इट विल अपीयर इट इज गोइंग स्ट्रेट. So this is what is happening. अगर आपका लेंस थिन है, if you have a thin lens, then this part, the central part which is there through which the ray of light will be passing, this central part, okay, ये इतना thin होगा कि यहाँ से अगर जो ray आएगी तो it will appear, it will pass undeviated and go straight like this. So this is one of the assumption. So I hope this is clear that a ray of light passing through optical center of the lens goes undeviated. This is only true for thin lens. So this is something extra which I have told you. I hope this is clear to you. Now you can see here when you see the lens, okay, जैसे हमने अभी ये lens देखा है इसमें देखो. Now you can see this part of the lens, ना, like you can see this opening of the lens, ना, ये वाला देखो, ये वाला. This will be basically, you can see this part. So this is MN. Here also you can see this part. Here also you can see this part, है ना? Not the center part, this part, okay? I say this is MN. So you will find that the effective diameter of circular outline of a spherical lens is called aperture. So I will just draw it again, just when I don't want to show it here. Okay, now let's see what is aperture. Okay, now let's see what is aperture. Now see, if you have a lens, so this is the lens, right? Then you can see that this part, okay, this diameter, this is basically a diameter of a circle. अगर आपके पास ये ऐसा एक लेंस है, ठीक है, मैंने अभी ये दूसरा लेंस नहीं बनाया है, then you will find that ये तो it is a part of a sphere, that is perfectly fine. लेकिन ये जो opening है, ये opening भी तो आपको एक circular opening मिलती है ना, ऐसे. अगर आप एक बॉल को काट दोगे तो आपको ऐसा कुछ मिलेगा ना, एक बॉल ऐसे. So this radius, this basically this diameter means this is basically your length MN. This is known as aperture. So here you will find this will be the aperture MN. Now in case of a concave lens में aperture किस तरफ होगा? बीच में नहीं होगा. देखो इसका aperture यहाँ पे होगा, इसका aperture यहाँ पर होगा. So this is basically the aperture which is shown here with the dashed lines. So you can say the effective diameter, or you can simply say diameter also, the effective diameter of the circular outline of a spherical lens is called aperture. So I hope this part is clear to you what is aperture. Now in our discussion we will assume that aperture of lens is much less than the radius of curvature. If this condition is satisfied that the aperture of lens is very much less, this is very much less than the radius of curvature, then such lenses are known as thin lens. So if they ask you what is meant by thin lens, then the aperture of the lens is very much less than the radius of curvature. And how do we define radius of curvature here? The distance between optical, okay, you can say the radius of the sphere of which the spherical surface is a part of, that is known as the radius of curvature. So here we have said this is known as the radius or the center of curvature. So you can say a lens has two spherical surfaces, each of the surface forms a part of a sphere, and the radius of each sphere, okay, is known as radius of curvature. So I hope this part is also clear to you. You can just give it in your own words. Now see, after we had the same kind of terminologies. If you see, we had the same type kind of terminology in mirrors. Here also now we are talking about center of curvature, we are talking about the aperture, we are talking about the principal axis. Now let us try to see what is meant by the principal focus of a lens. So let's see that. Now this radius of curvature definition is not there in the textbook, but I hope if they ask you, you will be able to write what will be the radius of curvature. देखो radius of curvature को आप यहीं से थोड़ा सा कर सकते हो. See here only, a lens has two spherical surfaces, each of the surface forms a part of the sphere, okay, and here if you यहाँ से अगर आप देखोगे तो आप यहाँ से और यहाँ पे देखोगे, each of surfaces forms a part of a sphere, and the radius of this and the radius of this sphere is called radius of curvature. So I hope if they ask you what is radius of curvature, बस यहाँ से sphere and centers के जगह sphere and the radius of the spheres is known as radius of curvature. और यहाँ पे भी हमें कितने मिलेंगे, R1 मिलेगा और and you will get R2. जैसे ये इसका है ये sphere, so this is going to be R1, and from here to here this is going to be R2. So I hope this part is clear to you. Now let's try to understand the principal focus. Now see, when several rays of light will be falling parallel to the principal axis. So here, let us suppose if I consider a convex lens. Say this is a convex lens, right? And this is the principal axis. We can say this is O. Say this is C1. This is C2. Now see, when parallel rays will be falling on the lens. So you have parallel rays falling on the lens. Now see here, what you will do is, देखो इसमें deviation होगा because of there will be a refraction. So you always show it from the center of the lens. देखो मैं refraction center of the lens से दिखाती हूँ. So here you will find that since it is going to be a converging lens, you can see the rules, है ना? You can see that it is going from denser to rarer. So it is okay. So it is going to bend towards the normal or away from the normal. So all rules are valid here. So here you will find that we are showing as if it is refracted. देखो refracted तो पहले surface से होगा, फिर अंदर आएगा, फिर बाहर से होगा. तो हम since the lens is thin, we always show it at the center, and from here you will find that it will bend towards the normal because it is going from denser to rarer. So denser to rarer, here you will find that it is going from see, this is a denser and the outside is rarer. So denser to rarer away from the normal, and rarer to denser towards the normal. So resultant, basically what you will find is, you will find that it will bend like this. Now see students, this is a much detailed theory, right, which you will be seeing in the higher classes. So यहाँ के लिए अभी बस यही देखो कि it is going to get, since it's a convex lens, it is going to get converged. and therefore you will find that this point here where it is converging is known as principal focus. So here you have, this is what is known as principal focus. So here this point is known as principal focus. Let us suppose this is F1. So when, how do you define? When several rays of light parallel to principal axis falls on a convex lens, then after refraction they converge at a point on principal axis this point is called principal focus of lens. And you will find that the distance between optical center and principal focus is focal length small l. So here we have defined principal focus of a lens and this. Now see, in case of a lens, you can also have a figure like this here. ये lens है आपकी. Now this is a principal. This is basically your C1. This is C2. Now what can happen is your rays may come from this side. Okay, your rays may come from this side. So now you will get principal focus on the opposite side. So you will find that here you will get the principal focus. So you may get a principal focus somewhere here. Let us suppose this is the principal focus. So in this case, you will find that you have two principal foci. See, focus word is singular and foci is plural. So if you pass rays parallel from opposites, you will find that it will get focus on the opposite side, and thus you will find, and therefore you say, so you can hear, if you pass parallel rays from opposite surface of lens, then principal focus is obtained on opposite side. And thus lens has two principal foci, F1 and F2. I hope this part is clear to you. So if they ask you in the exam why the lens has two principal foci, I hope this explanation you can give. Now see students, your value of F1 and F2. Now again, this is something extra I am telling you. You will find that F1 and F2, okay, will be same if medium on both sides of lens is same. See, what does it mean? अगर मान लो ये लेंस है, ठीक है, ये लेंस ग्लास का बना हुआ है, इसका रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स 1.5 है. Say this is air and this is air. So you will find that this will be F1 and this equidistant here is going to be F2. But if you find, let us suppose you have a lens. Now the medium is different. यहाँ पे air है और यहाँ पे मान लो some other medium is. Let us suppose यहाँ पे water है and ये आपका तो glass ही है, this is basically 1.5. So here you will find that your f1 and f2 will be different. So here f1 and f2 would be different. तो हमारे लिए तो f1 और f2, the distance from the optical center of f1 and f2 is going to be the same because we are not changing the medium. So I hope this part is also clear to you. Okay, this is something which is not given, so I hope you can just no need to note it down, but you can just understand it. Now let's try to see the same thing for concave lens. Okay, let's see a concave lens. So if you try to explain what is principal focus for concave lens. So if you find this is a concave lens, okay, this is the concave lens, then you will find that the rays which are parallel to principal axis, here this is the principal axis, this is optical center, say this is C1 and this is C2. So here you will find that the rays which are parallel and falling on the lens, parallel to the principal axis falling on the lens, आफ्टर रिफ्रैक्शन, देखो अगर रिफ्रैक्शन नहीं होता तो सीधे चले जाते, आफ्टर रिफ्रैक्शन दे डाइवर्ज लाइक दिस एंड इट विल अपीयर एज इफ दे आर कमिंग फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट. So this is going to be your principal focus. So here you can say when several rays of light parallel to principal axis falls on a concave lens, then after refraction they appear to diverge from a point, and this point is called, and this point is principal focus, and this point is principal focus. So now see here also same thing, same reasoning. You will have what? You will have that you will have f1 and f2. So here if you talk of a concave lens here, so this is a concave lens, so you will have f1 and f2. If you find the rays coming from this side, from the opposite side, you will get the f1 and f2. Now see, after this we will be seeing about the ray diagrams of convex and concave lens.